everyone, welcome back. I decided to do another speed build because I guess that's just my thing. So I didn't know really what to do, but the new Dream Home Decorator pack came out, I think it's called, and I finally got it and I was really excited to play with it. So I decided to do a build with some stuff like that in there. Um, Kind of play around with like the sectionals and the I can't remember what they're called, like the shelves that go together. So I figured I'd do a build with for 1 to 2 sims. I think I put the board thing for the career in this build, so that way I'm planning on maybe possibly, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe playing the gameplay with that. I don't know if you guys would be wanting to see that at all. Let me know if you will. But yeah, so I put that in there. This is a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom house, and it's kind of got like a open floor plan for like the living room, the kitchen, the dining area. I got really indecisive with this build, which isn't new for me, but I played around with I was looking at the wallpaper for that came with the pack, and I really wasn't into it that much. But I don't know. We'll get to that part later. Right now, I'm trying to figure out the roof of the house. I don't have a good time with roofs usually, so I've been trying to watch other people's stuff with roofs on it and learn what to do to make it look a little better without it clipping. So I don't know. I had to fiddle with it a lot. Roofs are complicated. I wish we had the auto roof thing that I think like The Sims 3 had it, possibly The Sims 2. I didn't really play a lot of The Sims 2. I played some of The Sims 3, but I played it on console, and from my understanding, it's a little different. Sorry if you hear noise in the background, by the way, that's my son. I don't know if you can hear him or not, but he's very outspoken. But anyways, I don't know why it looked like I thought I had the same color on the roof here as the wall, but it looks different, and I don't know, I just played around with like the time of day during the build and it fixed it for some reason. I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but yeah, so I tried to use some of the stuff from the new pack. I used the mosquito windows because I don't know, I felt like it fit in this build. I used that Seasons door for the front. I love that door. It's one of my favorite front doors. Because, I don't know, because it's just big. And we have ones in the base game, but I don't know. I feel like the one from Seasons just looks better, in my opinion. I had a hard time figuring out, like, what color I wanted every room in this house to be. Yeah, as you can see now, I'm trying to fiddle around with the wallpaper that came with the pack, but I'm just, I don't know, it's kind of, I guess you could say it's pretty abstract. So I had a hard time figuring out stuff that would go with it. I wanted to use that Parenthood tile thing for a backsplash in the kitchen, but I felt like with that wallpaper that came with the pack, that just, it conflicted too much. It didn't feel like it went together, and I don't know. But, I think now is when I decide to put like a back porch on. I didn't furnish the porches really. I have kind of a hard time with that sometimes. Like I don't know what to put other than a bench sometimes, and I don't know. I just didn't want to do it really. But now I'm doing the bedroom. That bed came with the pack. I think it's pretty cute actually. And then here I start messing around with some of the shelving stuff. I noticed that see, when I build, I really like to alt place certain things so it looks more realistic. But I feel like these shelves, like even with bb.move objects on, they don't, it doesn't really work with it. Like they'll clip together, but then it'll be like, no, you can't put that there. I don't know how else to explain it. But I really like that we got a lot of clutter items with this pack. I love clutter items. I like trying to make my builds look more realistic if I can. I mean, I think I went as far as to put a plunger in the bathroom and like a TV remote in the living room later on, which, I don't know, I just like that little touch of realism. Sorry if like I'm rambling and it sounds kind of weird. I just sit here and talk for a while, and I'm not used to having to talk this long. Sometimes I can, but it's kind of awkward doing this because I'm literally just sitting here watching the build, and I don't know, I feel like it's weird to kind of voice it out play by play, if that makes sense, because like play by play, it's like I know like if you're watching it, you know, most likely you're looking at it, so I don't know. Yeah, I had a hard time picking a color scheme for this room. I thought that brick looked really good though. It's kind of like a worn out brick though. So I just thought it was a nice touch as like a feature wall. I think that's what people call it. I don't know. I've never really like painted and stuff like that. I've mostly just lived in apartments, and you can't really paint in apartments. So I don't know. But I think that looks really cool actually, the brick. It's a nice touch. But now I start grabbing some shelves to go. I wanted to do a thing where they kind of went around the bed, like on the wall there, so it's kind of like closed in to like save space, I guess, because I guess, I don't know, like if I had a house, I'd want to do something maybe kind of like that so I could save space. And I love these clothes that came with the pack. It's a nice touch. I think it looks more realistic than a dresser sometimes, because I don't know, sometimes like I know a lot of people have dressers, but sometimes you have that extra stuff that you want to hang up, and closets in this game are kind of weird. Like you have wardrobes that came with Get Together, I think, but you can't see like clothes hanging up in there. And then there's like a little thing from, I think it's Get Famous, where it's like a clothing rack, but it doesn't, to me, it just doesn't look as nice as, it just doesn't look as nice as these. I really like these, and I like these little cube things too, like the cube shelves. Those little end stands, I had a big problem with them because typically I like to scoot the end stands closer to, I like to scoot them closer to the bed, but I couldn't do that for some reason. It wouldn't work. I mean, maybe that's something they'll fix later on, because I don't know, I mean, you can alt place stuff on like counters, and I think you can alt place cabinets in the kitchen, and I feel like it's kind of a similar concept, but for some reason it doesn't want to work. I mean, maybe they'll fix that later on. This pack is relatively new, but I was so excited to use it. I was just adding some clutter items here, trying to figure out what to put in there to make it look more realistic. Like I said, I like realistic. And I was trying to figure out too, like in my head, I'm like, what kind of sim lives here? You know, what would they be into? Like I picked, like, when I finally get like a color scheme down, I'm like, okay, this is the kind of sim that lives here, that likes these colors. And I actually did make a sim to get some screenshots of this house, which I will try to add those into the end of the video. But I figured that I put like her likes as some of the colors, and I figured if I do a let's play with that sim, or with like including this build, that I'll use that sim and have her do the dream home decorator career. I think that'd be pretty cool, because I don't know, I'm excited to have a new career in the game, and it's more interactive, I feel like versus the Get to Work pack, where you're a doctor and it's like, do this, and you click on a patient and you click that button and that's about it. But with this pack, you know, I like building. I'm a builder. I'm not very good at it, but I'd say I'm a builder. So it feels more inclusive, if that makes sense. if that's the right word. But yeah, now I'm putting in a desk in this room, trying to add some clutter to that as well. I figured I'd give the sim a laptop because if she's a dream home decorator, she's on the go. And now I started using some of the kitchen counters from that pack. I actually like them. I really do. And I like when we get new kitchen counters and stuff because before Snowy Escape came out, I felt like there wasn't really a lot. I mean, I don't have every pack, but I still didn't feel like there was a lot. Like, I have every expansion pack, and I didn't really feel like there was a lot before Snowy Escape. So I was excited for that. And I'm also excited for the stovetop cooker, because it just matches the counter so well. It goes together. You don't have to worry about, oh, there's a gap in between the counters and the stove. This way it works better. You see me moving the oven and the stovetop around a little bit there. I saw like some people who were building with it, so there was like a glitch where it wouldn't work or it wouldn't snap in. I wasn't too sure about that. I mean, if I didn't play test it, I probably should play test it, but I figured that I'll leave it there for now. If it doesn't work later on, I'll fix it. If it does, cool, I'll leave it there. And I really like that long cabinet too from the pack because there's dishes and stuff in there. And I was surprised we didn't get, because we got like stovetop and oven and a toaster oven. I was surprised I didn't get a fridge. I'm not complaining at all. Like this game pack has a lot of stuff in it. Like a lot of stuff. And I was really happy to see that. I was really excited when this pack got announced. Here's the sectionals that came with the pack also. Oh, I guess... Oh, that's right. I delete the island and I put a little dining table over there so I could have more space, because I felt like the area with the couch was really closed off, and I imagine this sim, maybe she's the type of person that likes to have people over, likes to have parties and stuff like that, so I wanted to have more room for like guests to sit and come over and hang out, because I don't know, I feel like sectionals are good for that. Like, I feel like sectionals are better than just an itty bitty little couch inviting people over. It's better to have more seating, and I love those long pieces on sectionals. Like, I really miss having a sectional couch. I used to have one when I lived with my parents, and I loved that thing because you could just lay anywhere on it. And they're usually really, really comfortable. But, I was trying to put some artwork and stuff on the wall, too. I really like that TV stand. I think it's called like a floating TV stand or something like that. That came with the pack. I really like it. I do end up making kind of like an entertainment stand type of deal, where it's like enclosed and shelves around it and everything. And I tried to add like some CDs and stuff to it, I think, or some plants or something. But I really do like this pack. And I didn't know really what to pick for color scheme. I usually go black and white just because it's easier. I kind of suck at matching things sometimes, so like colors together, but I know black and white match. But I tried to go a little out of my comfort zone and put like more, feature wall. Like I put a feature wall in the bedroom and I put a feature wall in this room right here behind the TV. I thought it'd be like a nice subtle pop of color. I hope it goes well with it. I'm really not sure if it does, but it's kind of like a peachy color. I really like it. I tried to stick like an armchair in the corner over there. Just, I imagine my sim come in and take her shoes off or something. And I know like the sims can't really do that, but I like to just imagine it, if that makes sense. And I really like this coffee table too. It's not ginormous like most of the other ones are. They're way too huge, and I usually try to put like long skinny ones, but I was happy that there was a square one that wasn't huge. So that made me really happy. And I love to put this cow plant thing in like every build that came from Paranormal Stuff Pack, I believe. I really like it. It's cute. I wish I had one in real life. I wonder if I could find one somewhere. I'd have to look into that. But trying to put some clutter in the kitchen as well, some dishes and some containers and stuff, just what I imagine some people would have in their kitchen, just to, I don't know, add a little something. Um, I've already been talking for 15 minutes. I don't know how I've done that. I could talk anybody's ear off for 15 minutes in general, but talking like this is, I don't, it's kind of weird because it's like I'm just sitting in a room alone. And I think I mentioned that before, and that's why I'm rambling, and I apologize. Yeah, I'm trying to put like some magazines and stuff on the table and like some drinks. You know, I just imagine my sim would be hanging out on the couch, watching TV maybe, watch a movie with her friends, and yeah, I added that remote from Debug. I love Debug. I love the little things about Debug that, you know, it's not a functional item, but I like the look of it. Just, you know, just that being there is, you know, I have remotes in my living room and, you know, magazines and stuff like that. And I mean, even like that coat rack, it didn't come from Debug, but I like it because it you know, it's realistic. Even though you can't use it, it's realistic. But I tried to match some curtains. I don't know. I felt like I should have went with a different color for the curtains, but I think I just went safe with white. And I really love what I do with the bathtub here. I like when I do this in my builds where I raise it up on a platform. I think it looks really nice when I do that. And I put like a column there to kind of separate it a little bit. The bathroom is very white, like very white. But I don't know. Bathrooms, are bathrooms usually white? Like that's what I imagine, like other houses and stuff. Even though I don't really look at other houses like that, but I just figure white is like a thing for a bathroom, and I guess, you know, it's that white, you know, it's clean or something. I don't know. It's really weird to think about. Like, do you guys have white bathrooms? Mine's not entirely white. Like the walls are white and the floor is kind of white. It has like a linoleum, but it's not this white. If that makes sense. It's not this white. I really wish we had more shower tub combos though, like more realistic looking ones. Like the only, like we have the one with the glass door on it, and that's kind of like what I have, but the one with like the curtain, the shower, and the tub, like that's what I've, you know, experienced most of my life wherever I've lived. And I'm just surprised there's not more of that. I try to put some cubes here for like storage in the bathroom. I like this idea better than they have those little like cabinets. Like I think Seasons has one. I think there's one base game, but I like it where, you know, I could put whatever I want in there. Like, you know, I put some towels, I put some containers and stuff. Trying to remember what else I put. Oh, I think I put like some bathroom clutter stuff in there, like a little soap basket and stuff like that. I never forget toilet paper in my build, so usually if I forget toilet paper in my build, I'm not with it that day. Like my brain is not functioning. Because even though the Sims don't like touch the toilet paper, I don't know why I'm talking about a Sim going to the bathroom. That's the most random thing in the world. I don't understand. But yeah, I was scrolling through debug for like bathroom clutter items, but then sometimes when I'm scrolling through, I find something, I'm like, oh, that would look great in the kitchen, or this would go good like in this room or whatever, and I get sidetracked and I need to put this over here. And I think I don't know, I personally find it easier to do it that way, because I really don't like when I move on to the next room and then I'm like, oh, I need clutter items, and I have to scroll through the entire debug menu again, because like I said, I love the debug menu, but it's huge. There's so many things in there. Some of the things in there I've never even thought about using, looked at twice. But I don't know, it's huge. Now I'm just adding a little more clutter to the kitchen, and I love these little postcards that go with the cork board. I don't know if that's something you can actually do in the game, like a pen pal or something. I think I've heard something about it, but I'm really not exactly sure. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever played with it myself, the postcards. I'm trying to add, just a couple more things on the wall out here and everything, just to give it a little more, because I mean the walls are white, it's kind of plain, which, like I said before, I felt like that was a safe bet for the color. But now I'm adding on roof for the porch and stuff, for the porches. I don't know why I forgot about that, but I did, but I'm happy I came back and did it. And just adding like some columns and stuff in there and everything. Because I don't know, I like porches that have, a little bit of shade on them, because I hate to go outside sometimes, and then if you have to go outside and like wait for somebody or something and it's raining and then you just have to stand there. I like the porches with, a roof on it. But yeah, I just put some white wood from, I think it's from Cats and Dogs, on the porch. I figured that would go nice with it. And I forgot to put a rug under the dining table, but I'm doing that now. I'm trying to remember what else I do. I think that's the board from the career there. Yeah, that was. And then this painting from the pack I really love a lot. And I just added a couple hobby items, like a guitar. I think I added easel into this, and I think a yoga mat, I believe. Yeah, a yoga mat. I added a yoga mat, and I tried to do some terrain paint. I'm not really good at paths, and like I tried to landscape a little bit. Not that great at that either, but I guess I can say that I tried. But yeah, I really love those yellow flowers too. I think they're really pretty. But if you watched this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you could go ahead and like this video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can know when I post on YouTube. I'd greatly appreciate it, and that way you can come back and watch more if you did enjoy. Yeah, I'd greatly appreciate that. And thanks for watching.